You don't get to be one of the richest people in the world without knowing something the rest of us don't. Often referred to as the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett has a net worth of $102.2 billion. According to Forbes, while Buffett is unquestionably a genius when it comes to business, his words of wisdom aren't just good for finding a hot investment. There are many Warren Buffett tips that anyone can use. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Money Invest, for more riveting material if you want to stay up to date with the new inspiration to grow financially. Stay with us with only one click of the bell button. Now, how do we begin? There are two key pieces of advice from Warren Buffett. The first is that to shift the needle, you have to have something to start with. So get yourself in a position where investing is going to do something for you. You save up $10,000 as Warren Buffett did. Focus on that before you focus on going deep and learning the strategy. Because think of it like this, if you're earning $500 a week in retail, don't take time away from that to try and turn $100 into $200 in the stock market. You'd be better off spending that time working. But then when you do have the initial sum ready that you'd like to invest in, Buffett's second piece of advice is to then accumulate knowledge about business and the stock and also find the areas of business that you're interested in. Then after that, as Buffett says, it's all about finding your interest in the business. Do you like social media companies or do you like banks? Do you like video game companies or do you like mining companies? In investing, it's very important to stay within areas they're interested in as firstly. It'll help you understand the business more easily and it will also help you get a deeper understanding of that business. Which stock should we invest in? So a stock can be good or bad just depending on what your strategy is, and that's where you need to start. You need to understand what your goal is, and based on your goal, you can come up with a strategy. This is exactly what Warren says as well. He diverts the question into what investing framework you should have. What's your strategy? That's the fundamental building block that enables you to understand what stocks are right for you. If you're a passive investor that wants to set and forget and simply participate in the market over a long period, cost averaging, then a market tracking index fund is definitely for you. But you'd never touch a stock like Facebook. But if you're an active investor where you like to understand the business, you like to look for a competitive advantage, perhaps social media sits right in your circle of competence, and you deem that Facebook is currently 30% undervalued, then maybe Facebook is a great stock for you, and the market tracking index fund isn't. So take the time to understand your strategy and then focus on temperament. We value your enthusiasm, so don't forget to subscribe to the Money Invest YouTube channel and ring the bell to be informed of new episodes and keep watching. As Warren Buffett says, you don't need huge intelligence to be a great investor, but you need to be on top of your emotions. You need to be able to ignore the noise and come to your own conclusions. You need to be able to make investments when the sky is supposedly failing, and not get sucked into the euphoria when the market is just pushing new all-time highs. Look at the facts and decide if the stock that's currently trading at X is worth 2X. If you can do that, then you do very well. The most important thing is to decide what is to be able to define which one you can come to an intelligent decision on, and which ones are beyond your capacity to evaluate. So what are the next steps? So they have it. Don't feel like you need to have an opinion on everything. Don't think you need to buy either Delta or Southwest if you hate airplanes. Don't feel like you need to know whether Exxon is undervalued. If you hate oil companies, just stick to what you know and just let everything else fly through in the Kappa trade. Let almost everything go until something crazy happens in the market too. You get your favorite stock right in the middle of your circle, or competence being thrown at you at 50% off. If that happens, then swing and swing hard. That's the key to it. There are many Warren Buffett tips that anyone can use. Decide that you're going to be rich. To be rich, you have to believe that one day you will be, according to the Huffington Post. Buffett once reportedly said, "I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute." For best results, set high expectations for yourself and work towards your goals and aspirations. Number 2, start saving at a young age. By age 15, Warren Buffett had earned $2,000 delivering papers and selling magazine subscriptions, according to CNBC. He used $1,200 of his earnings to invest in a farm, forming a profit-sharing agreement with the farmer. The lesson? Start saving money as early as possible so that you get into the habit, said Brittany Castro, founder and CEO of Financially Wise Women. This is important whether you're saving to invest in a business or buy your first house. Number 3, reinvest your profits. When Buffett was in high school, he and his friend bought a pinball machine. According to biography, the pair put it in a barber shop and quickly earned enough to buy more machines and install them in other shops. The friends eventually sold all the machines for a profit of $1,200. If you want your fortune to grow, the best thing you can do is to keep reinvesting in your business. Of course, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, but don't spend it all in one place. Number 4, bounce back from rejection. Ironically, Harvard Business School rejected Buffett after his interview, but instead of sulking, he headed to Columbia and met Benjamin Graham. Graham is a legend in the investment industry and he became Buffett's mentor. Much of Buffett's incredible investment success could arguably be credited to Graham and the lessons he taught him. Even if you get rejected from a school or job opportunity, it's important to keep moving forward. If Buffett had quit after Harvard dismissed him, he wouldn't be where he is today. Number 5, maintain good savings habits. According to the book, Icons of Business, Buffett returned to Omaha when Graham closed his partnership. Luckily, he had his finances in order. By being a good saver and avoiding debt, Buffett grew his savings from $9,800 to $140,000. He then went on to create Buffett Associates Limited. Paul Trains, president and founder of Sovereign Retirement Solutions, said, "When evaluating your cash flow, you should understand that the more revolving debt you carry, the more you will diminish the amount that can be invested. By saving money and avoiding debt, you too can take advantage of business opportunities and pursue personal goals such as retiring early." What are the key takeaway lessons from this? Despite only looking at 3 clips, have learned a lot advice from Warren Buffett for young people. So let's go through it. Number 1, save up enough so when you invest it, it'll needle. You know, don't spend 2 months trying to turn $100 into $150. Number 2, take the time to learn the proper strategy before you do anything. The stock market will still be there for you in 3 months. Number 3, stick to businesses that are interested by you and which you can understand. Number 4, learn to control your emotions because, as Buffett says, investing is all about temperament. Number 5, be patient. And then number 6, finally, be greedy when others are fearful. When the perfect pitch comes along, don't forget to swing and swing very hard. So 6 lessons there is to write down and stick it on your wall. There are Warren Buffett's tips to young people that want to become successful investors. And now that we reach the end of this video, we really hope that you enjoyed it. And please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you can join the Money Invest squad and be a part of the channel too. Thanks for watching the video.